I truly believe that if possible, immersing yourself in a different culture is one of the best, most valuable educational experiences one can have. And so I'm going to describe kind of my travel experience and a couple of places I've been and some of the things that I've taken away from that. So to start, I grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I had a fairly traditional upbringing, and I was able to experience the quote unquote Southern values. Um, I played baseball for 12 years, all the way through high school, and I still love to watch sports, so I still have that. Um, and I grew up just going going fishing, going to church, a lot of the kind of traditional stuff. And I found myself living in California for the last 3 years now, and now I'm living in LA. Um, and so, really, I think where it all started is my father has taught me, and he's shown me the importance of like immersing yourself in different cultures and really experiencing them. And so I started traveling when I was a young boy. Um, my dad would take, I have a brother, my dad would take one of us every other year. He would take us on a trip. And so I started my traveling experience uh, at a young age. Um, and so, and like I was saying, from those trips with him and other trips, I've learned some of the most valuable life lessons that I know. And so, a story that I'll share with you today is a few years back, I went to Europe by myself for 2 months. Bought a ticket, and I was planning on staying there and just traveling around, taking trains, and just traveling around. And so I arrived in at the Dublin International Airport, and I I had checked my bags because I had a backpack then a pretty big suitcase, and so I went to the carousel where they have the bags going around, and then I was waiting, and then there's only a few people left, and then it was just me, and so I waited there for about 10 to 15 minutes more. And then I went and asked a worker, an airport employee, and they told me just to keep waiting, so I waited there. And then that turned into about an hour and a half, and then I finally was able to get in touch with the airline. And in Newark, New Jersey, they had put my bags on the wrong plane. So I actually never got my bags until I got back to North Carolina 2 months later. And the reason why I'm telling this is because I'm a pretty big routine guy. Like I have my things, like I don't know, like my floss, my toothbrush, and stuff, like all my clothes and stuff like that. And so obviously all that stuff was in my bag that they had lost. Um, so initially I was just like, okay, I guess it's over. The trip's over. But then I adapted. I went to the closest like cheap department store and bought a couple white T-shirts and some pairs of clothes, and that was one of the best trips of my life. So it taught me to like adapt and kind of get over stuff and just keep going and live my best life. And I believe it's really important to spread knowledge, so I enjoy sharing stories of travel with people.